Hi, welcome everybody. I'm Gasperino Roykamsi, just for you. Why just for you? Because I'm doing basically just for you because I already know what I know. So yeah, that's why I say this. I wanted to start with this video because I would like to share a lot how I entered in the job tech market, and I'm gonna do it in English despite I'm Italian because I believe that in Italian I wouldn't spread this much this video as much as I can do it in English. So I said, why not? Plus, I'm gonna practice my English despite I don't need it. But yeah, I'm gonna do it. So this is how this first video starts. First of all, I'm 29. I live here in Italy, northern Italy, Padua. It's pretty good. The rent is pretty high. And before doing this in the job tech market, I studied 8 years of graphic design. So I've started as a graphic designer. And right now I'm a cloud developer, engineer, architect. And if a developer comes here and says, what the fuck is he saying? Well, I'm doing that. I covering that role. I'm doing DevOps. I'm doing development, and I'm architecturing because DevOps you basically architecture. So I'm doing everything in cloud. But before coming here, the focus is how I entered in the job market. So the main thing is that after I got the bachelor in the graphic design and communication towards marketing, I started looking for like 4 6 months for the job. After 3 months of experience in a small company here close to Padua, and it was a bit lame. And as days passed by, I realized that the graphic design wasn't inspiring me as much my informatical love, the love for informatics. And I didn't want to throw my expertise in graphic design either, so I decided the path of graphic design, web design. And because of that, I started looking into jobs. My first experience that I don't even value that much was a web design, where basically I was on WordPress and I was working, let's say sometimes not, so I wasn't full time on these projects with Elementor. Crocoblock was pretty good, but it was more web design rather than front end development or full stack development. After that year, okay, I had to start again to look for jobs. I wanted to do something more than just web design, okay? To reach that wasn't easy, okay? Because it took me like 5 months. Because after I did web design, I wanted to know every angle, every possible angle of web development, okay? So when I started looking for boot camps online, courses, and anything, okay? So I locked in for months, like 7 months or so. I learned everything about CSS. I'm still very, 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 very good at it. Okay. I learned everything about CSS. I learned a lot about Vue.js and JavaScript, and I did something that was crazy. Okay, I learned JavaScript in just 15 days with a repository on GitHub, and it was very good because it was like 30 days of JavaScript and I was already good at 15 days, and it just amazed me because I had a lot of time to practice it. And after that I learned Vue.js, and after Vue.js 7 months passed, and after 7 months I wanted to work. I wanted to see my work, my hard work. I'm 29 right now, and I started when I was 24. Okay, so has been like 5 years. Okay, Anzi, 2025. Let's say 25. So 4 years, and I wanted to get something out of it. Okay, and now I'm very proud of. So I started looking for jobs. It wasn't working. What I was doing wasn't working. Okay, I read posts on Reddit almost every day about I didn't find a job here, I didn't find a job there because I don't have any references. Well, I hadn't either. Okay, but there is one uncomfortable, really uncomfortable. It's not just for clickbaiting. It's really uncomfortable truth. Okay, I'm telling for Italian people too. Okay, listen to me. You have okay. It's tough. It's tough to reach to understand. But what you have to do It's you have to put your feet on the closing door, okay? So the door is closing, but you have to put your feet, okay? So what this means? This means that once you have the occasion, okay, of that job, because everybody at a certain point has it, okay? This is like the mindset, okay, guys? This is it's gold, okay? It's gold despite it doesn't look gold because it's just something small. And to reach something small, because you have to be like to get at the last. What it means that you when you have the opportunity, you have to get it, okay? It's probably going to cost you a lot in terms of time, but you're going to do something that you love. Because my aim was like, okay, I reached a job, I get good money. I started looking for jobs. 1,700 euro? No. 1,500 euro? No, rejected. 1,300 euro? Rejected. As I said, oh my gosh, if I don't find any job, I'm gonna go outside, like in Northern Europe, because I also love Germany, okay? In the last week, when I was normally looking jobs, I changed my strategy. Within a week, I found a job. In 5 days, I had no. In a week, I had 5 interviews. Okay, it was crazy. And these 5 interviews, 3 were like just to know, each other. One was very bad because it was very backhand, and the other was in WordPress, but full stack, PHP, WordPress development. That was very big. So it was just 1,000 euro. It was just 1,000 euro my first job. Let's say second, but it was actually first 1,000 euro. In that job, I didn't care much about the money, but the expertise. After 6 months, I already felt I knew more than enough, a lot, okay, just or enough to run the whole company, okay, the whole agency. I don't know if my previous bosses are looking at this video. It was actually true, guys. After just 6 months, I felt I could, okay, do that. After almost a year, I definitely could do it. So why is I'm telling this? Because you have to put that fit. Because after that, you're gonna get the expertise, okay, that you need to get or to improve in the job that you found in the first one, or look for another job. But unfortunately, in this market, in this moment, in this economical moment, you unfortunately most of the time have to look for another job. So because of this, I'm gonna explain you the strategy that I used to find a job, because I want to get something out of this video, and this is my 8th step how I did it. Okay, it's very easy. I will get it. I will do it for free. I don't want anything back and so on, because it just helped me. I'm doing good right now. Let's say I'm gonna tell more about this, but I want to focus also here on the job strategy.
This is the job strategy I was talking about. It's basically 8 steps, and the 8th step is just stupidly, you'd be settled in a month. So basically, let's try to be quick, okay, very quick. The job strategy, the first is to use the Notion to track the contacted companies. So this is my Notion tracking table, where I have my 23, 24 like job search. Okay, so I was trying to look for a job, and in the end I found it. After how many cents? 172 applications. Okay, isn't that much? So also here I forecast don't give up. Okay, I did 170. Some people does 950. Some people 1,500. Unfortunately, the job market in the tech market is like this, especially if you have to put the feet on the door, as I was talking about. As you can see, this is how I managed. If you actually want or ask whatever, I can share the table. I won't share the names of the companies I've contacted, which is in the right side of the screen that you cannot see. And on the first column, we have caldo. Caldo means heat. How likely I am to get that job. Okay, so it's mostly gray, but I still tried my chances. But sometimes it's has this color, so it's more likely, let's say. Also the location, the job type, if bump, answered, the date, and the source. So let's just quickly subdivide everything step by step, okay? The second thing is to write a simple email template for each company. So you need an email template. You can look it online, like a simple email template to write with companies, personal, whatever, ask the AI, and so on. You just need that email template. Bear that it won't be the only one that you will ever make. It's just for A/B testing purposes. So consider that. Then search the top 10 companies you would like to work for. Why? Because you will be so much more dedicated. That's why. So you have to analyze their company philosophy from their website, check the company if has increased their revenue in the last 2 years. Okay, 2 years is indicative, but you have to see that he's growing, so they are looking for people, or they might be looking for somebody, interested. And then email them first. So I said email, not LinkedIn quick apply, okay? Email them first. You have to email the decision makers, not only the HR, because you have to have a contact with that person. In the meanwhile, look for other 30 companies. I said 30, but yeah, it's like, for example, 5 per day, 10 per day, I don't know. You are unemployed, right? And filter and email them, okay? So email, and don't forget to keep track on Notion, and really don't forget everything here, because if you bump and they didn't answer, no. Okay, this is an answer, no. It's not answer, because if they answer like this, you won't need it. So yeah, consider that. Then after 1 week, bump them. Okay, that was I was talking about. So that bump, you click it after 1 week. So you have to email them. But for the 10 companies, you have to do something more. You have to call them. Okay, if you want that job so badly, you have to call them. Put this in your mind. It is their duty to answer you. Okay, negatively or positively, they have to answer you. It's their job, especially if they are HR. Okay, so really, no mercy. It's very aggressive tactic, but unfortunately you have to do so. So yeah, if you do so, you'll be very distinguished from the other people. So lucky you that you are seeing this video. And achieve 7 interviews and practice not panicking. I said 7, but it depends on the frequency that you have them. Okay, it can be very low, probably after 100 emails. 100 answered no, let's say, but I hope not. Okay, I had 100 bumps or even less. So after each interview, do a honest brief to yourself, of course. Find if there were some mistakes by your or the interviewer's side. But after 7 interviews, you learn, okay? And optionally, you can record them, only the audio, or recording yourself, so you can see, like I'm doing right now, okay? You have to see yourself, because you see your mimics, your micro expression, and whatever the vibe of the conversation, because you need a bit of social skills too. Then reach the point where you understand what they want to hear from you, like in an exam. You don't study everything in an exam. You just study what the teacher wants you to learn most and matches your competences. And last but not least, don't give up. You see, I'm emotional right now. Don't give up. Learn the picky job hot skills, okay? What matches your competences. You have to learn the picky job hot skills they want from you while you wait for a response. So if you are a developer, they look for somebody that works with WebSockets. You have to learn WebSockets. Do a project. Just learn how it's done, because they are going to answer you technical questions, most probably. Depends on where you are. Here in Italy, they don't do much technical questions. To me, actually happened probably for companies. I don't know. So it depends. If you are aiming to Google, Facebook, you're going to get killed. You probably don't even see. You're not even looking at this video if you're going to Amazon and Facebook, because this is mostly social skills, okay? Really social skills. You have, it's important. It's really important. They have to know you, that you are a trustworthy person, and they have the duty to reply to you, okay? So really, you have to check this, okay? Within 2 weeks. Do it for me. Check it, please. Just call them. Okay? This is my suggestion. It took too long, but I even tried to be really fast and to wrap it up in 8 steps, which is, you'll be settled in a month. Okay, the 8th. So stay grounded, continue applying, right? In the next video, I'm gonna talk more about probably this stuff, not job related, job searching related, but surely job related or whatever. So yeah, stay tuned. Here comes it just for you.